What's up, guys? I just want to do this intro real quick. My name is Squally. You can also call me Andy. I recorded this whole long intro and you guys are more than welcome to watch it. I wanted to include it because it's relatively raw. You can see how I'm feeling in the moment. I kind of wanted to show the rawness and behind the scenes so you can see what it's really like, kind of how I feel. And you can kind of gauge my emotion, kind of what I'm thinking in the moment, right? This video is a little long, so feel free to fast forward and skip this intro. But if you do want to see it, I decided I'd leave it in there, so anybody that's curious can go ahead and see it. With that said, hope you guys enjoy.
What's up, guys? Squally here, or Andy. If I'm going to be showing my face, I guess you guys can know I go by Andy, right? What's up, guys? Here in Texas, it's about 10 p.m. or something like that. This is a little different, something I figured I'd try out. I'm actually here for some chemotherapy. I got some doctor's appointments tomorrow. Figured I'd, I don't know, maybe kind of record it, document it. I figure maybe this could help someone out. Maybe someone's just getting started in their cancer journey, or maybe they've been doing it for a while and they still really haven't found what works for them. Or maybe you're just interested in, kind of what it's like, I guess. I know I didn't know anything about it prior. So tomorrow I gotta wake up pretty early. The appointments start at like 6 in the morning. I gotta leave here probably like 5 in the morning to get to the city, to Houston. That's where all the big cancer centers are. So yeah, I gotta get there early. First appointment starts about 6, and then you guys will kind of see all the different kind of things you kind of gotta do. And then I have the actual chemo tomorrow at like 10 a.m. or something like that, or I don't know. Should take a couple hours, but that's all right. No worries. Doesn't really get easier. The amount of time to do it, I still get nervous, but I can say that I think it's, more mental than anything. If this is something that you're going through or about to start going through, just know it's all mental, The best advice I could say is do what you can to relax. The days before, the night before, try to relax as much as you can, whatever kind of calms you down. For me personally, whenever I get into town, if I get a chance, I like to get a massage. Relaxes the body, relaxes the mind. So that way the next day, you get to the hospital, try to stay relaxed, just go through the motions and go on with it. I think that'll be it for now. I'll pick this up in the morning, show you guys around. Obviously, I don't want to invade people's privacy, so I don't know how much I'll actually record, and I don't know if I'll actually decide to do anything with this, but we'll see. Also, never really edited anything before. I'm not a video editor, so I don't really know how this is gonna go, but I guess I'll give it a shot, right? That's how you learn new things, I guess. So it's Squally Live for now. See you guys in the morning.
So this is the next morning, about 5 in the morning. I just want to show you guys just how early and dark it still is when you get started for the day, for your appointments. So at this point, we have arrived to the hospital. It is 6 in the morning, and here in this room, we are just waiting to get called to get our blood work done. We're gonna get our blood drawn. Here you can see it is happening. I personally don't like looking at it going in. I don't have a problem with the blood. I just don't like seeing the needle go in. So as you can see, I look away and they do their thing. It's no big deal. You'll get used to it as you continue to do it. If you are actively undergoing chemotherapy, it is likely that you may have a PICC line in your arm. A PICC line is essentially just a port in your arm where they can draw blood from or inject the medicine such as chemotherapy or other pre-medications or saline or anything like that. The PICC line is essentially a semi-permanent IV in your arm where they're able to easily access it. As a result, you can get your blood drawn from it, but just know that you may have to wait a little bit because regular phlebotomists cannot draw blood from the PICC line. It will have to be an actual nurse, so as a result, you may have to wait for them. It may be a little bit of a wait, but if you're afraid of getting stuck or you just don't enjoy it, it is an option. And if you're already there for the day, you're probably in no rush. I'd recommend just waiting for it. Saves you a little bit of hassle, a little bit of poking. You're there anyway. So now we're getting finished up here, and we do actually have to get an EKG right after. Fortunately, it is in the same area, so you just talk to the phlebotomist. They usually hand you a little slip, and you just pretty much walk right around the corner. You sit in this little waiting area. There's like 4 chairs there. It's very small, but it doesn't take long at all. And you'll see here in a second, we're just walking on over. So here we're getting the actual EKG done. They just stick a couple sticky pads on your chest, and then that's it. It takes a couple minutes and you are on your way. From there, I need to go to the next appointment, which is a chest x-ray. So you're gonna see we need to take some escalators, and it is actually in an adjacent building connected by like a sky bridge essentially. So you can take this golf cart thing and they will take you between the buildings so you can go ahead and get to your appointments. Just a heads up, if you have any scans or x-rays, you know you have to go to, try to avoid wearing any metal zippers or buttons or anything like that. Here you'll see I had to change into a different top gown type deal because my shirt had buttons on it. And just so you guys know, I am very proud of that transition. I had no idea how to pull that off, but I made it work. From there, we had to go back to the Sky Bridge and take the tram back to the other building in order to go see our doctor.
What's up, guys? Squally here. So, right now we're just, I'm waiting for my actual doctor's appointment. It's like 7-ish right now. They don't even open until like 8, but my appointment's at like 9, so now you just gotta kind of wait. One tip I will say before I forget is it is very cold in these hospitals. They usually have warm blankets, at least where I'm at. You can ask for one. I'd recommend bringing like a hoodie or a blanket yourself, but if not, they usually got you covered. What's up, guys? Squally here. So just a quick update. It is currently 9:20 in the morning. So far this morning, we've done blood work. We got an EKG. We got chest x-rays. And now we're here at the doctor's appointment, kind of like a checkup, essentially. Make sure everything's good. Did the vitals. So now I'm just waiting for the doctor. They're going to come in, probably tell me everything's fine, blah, 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 whatever. And then after that, we head to the actual chemo appointment. So, yeah, keep you guys updated.
Check out this view. If I remember correctly, this is on the 9th or 11th floor. So at least you get a little bit of view while you wait for your appointment, or even while you're doing your chemo, to be honest.
What's up, guys? Squally. Time check. It is currently 10:46. So we're just here. They put in the IV, so that's done. Now we just gotta wait. Yeah, so I guess they do the pre-meds first before the actual chemo. So they give you like some stuff for nausea, things like that. So like I think I get like Zofran, and they usually give me Benadryl, I think. And then they do the actual chemo, and it takes a while. And then from there, that's it. So it's pretty much how it goes. It's just waiting from here. Probably do a little quick update once they actually start injecting stuff. But well, that's really all there is to it. I would say, if recommend, just get as comfortable as you can. You know, do what you can to be as calm. Set the bed how you like it. You know, I like mine at like a 45-degree angle, a sitting position, kind of. You know, laid back. Get a warm blanket. It's usually cold in here. Bring hoodies if you can. Well, I guess you can't have a hoodie on if you're got an IV. Yeah, just do what you can to stay comfortable, stay mentally strong, prepared, and just take it as it comes, you know? Alright, give you guys an update. What's up, guys? Just a quick update. So, had the problem with the IV, so they had to take it out of that arm, try again, and then it didn't work, so tried one more time. So now it's in the other arm. No bigs, but just a little delay, but that's fine. Nurse is cool, good conversation. Now we're just waiting for, well, actually, we are actually doing some of the pre-meds right now. Like the Zofran or whatever. And then after that, we'll do some more pre-meds, like 10, 20 minutes. And then get started with the actual thing. So yeah, keep you guys updated. What's up, guys? Squally here. So I made it back home. It's currently Tuesday the 19th, 11:41 a.m. So I made it home early this morning, like 3, 4 a.m. Got some pretty good sleep. Woke up a couple hours ago, and for the most part, I feel all right. So just a quick recap. Yesterday, did doctor's appointments, chemo, and right after chemo, came home, live out of state, so it takes a while, just drive it. And now I'm here, and right now, I wanted to show this because I want you to see how it may affect you or may not. If you don't know, or this is your first time kind of going through any kind of treatment, or maybe you're still kind of new to it, it's not your first time, or maybe it's a different treatment. I just kind of wanted to show it's not always immediate. It's not always terrible, but it's not always immediate. And so what I wanted to show is, here I am, getting close to 24 hours, less than 24 hours from my chemo. And right now, for the most part, I feel all right. I'm tired for sure. I definitely feel tired. The biggest symptom for me when it comes to these treatments is nausea. That's like the worst offender. That's what I have the hardest time controlling. Like, I'm talking like my worst of some of these cycles. I can easily vomit like 5 times within the first hour of being awake. You know what I mean? Like, it's just insane. And that's just the reality of it. Right now, I feel pretty much all right. And what I want to make clear is that if you are feeling all right now, or at this point, I highly encourage you to eat if you feel hungry, if you still have an appetite. I really encourage you to try to eat what you can. Hydrate. Hydrating is the hardest for me. Obviously, everything's different for everyone. I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for me. But that's why I'm doing this. I want to try to help people kind of get an idea of what they're unfortunately getting into. So for me, water is harder. It's harder for me to hydrate. I don't know what it is, but like it feels like it just goes down like the body too fast. I don't know. It's just like an immediate, just like down the hatch. It's very uncomfortable when I'm nauseous, at the least. Food can be hard too, but right now, if you feel all right, you should eat and drink what you can, because I know from experience, as the days go on, you will feel it. So this can feel like a little bit of a false hope, false, security blanket, like, oh, it's not that bad. I don't know if I'll kind of showcase any of that, or if I'll feel like recording, but from my last cycle, I can expect that, probably like end of this week, I'll probably start feeling real crummy, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But until then, you just got to try to maintain your weight if you can, stay hydrated, stay fed if you can, because once that nausea hits, it becomes extremely difficult to get anything in. And depending on the treatment you're doing, it affects your taste buds, and it really makes it hard to eat. It makes it extremely difficult to eat. Like, imagine whatever your favorite meal in the world is that you just always think about, and you get so nauseous and you just can't eat for however long, and you finally feel well enough to eat. You go for it and it's completely different. It's bland, nothing tastes right. For me, like, the best way to explain it is like things taste fake. Like, nothing tastes, I don't know, like I would eat like Doritos or something, for instance, and it would just taste so fake, and I don't know, because it's nothing was good anymore. If you can find something that works for you, stick with it. The doctors will probably say, hey, while you're doing all this, you should probably eat try to avoid greasy foods, try to avoid spicy foods, things like that. They're right, honestly, but I would say eat what you can if you can. Try to find a food that helps. Try to find a food that works for you. This is going to sound crazy, but in my original chemo cycles, when I was still kind of figuring everything out and I was dropping a lot of weight, ironically, one of the foods that kind of tasted mostly normal, and I would somehow, for some reason, be able to ingest it while I couldn't ingest anything else, straight nauseous, is spicy McChickens from McDonald's. I don't know why. It just didn't taste super bland to me. It tasted like somewhat normalcy, and I was eating that like every couple days just to get something in, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'd eat it multiple times a day, and that's just the reality. You got to find what works for you. All right, guys, I don't know how much more of this I'm gonna put or say, or I don't know how long it's gonna take me to put all this together. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this before I start feeling crummy. I don't know if I'm gonna record kind of like a quick update if anything comes to mind while I'm feeling crummy, while it's fresh. I don't know. But for now, I guess, Squally out.
What's up, guys? Squally here. So it's currently Monday. I'm still working on uploading the footage and editing it, but I just wanted to include this. Maybe we'll see. It's been a week since the chemo. I felt pretty much fine. Today I do feel a little rough. I've already vomited like 3 times in the last hour or so, or the last 2 hours that I've been awake. That's just how it goes sometimes. I don't necessarily know that it's from the chemo. I kind of have suspicions just because of kind of a certain way it feels. I don't really know if I could elaborate or explain that better, but it kind of feels different. But I don't know if it's related or if I'm just waking up nauseous, because that is just something that I deal with. But just a quick tip, you might be able to see, like, I'm kind of all sweaty now. I literally just vomited a couple minutes ago, and that gave me the idea. If you're going through this, I just want to give a quick tip for people that may be going through this and haven't quite figured it out yet. When you vomit, at least for me, I get extremely bad heat flashes, and I guess it's kind of common among some people. So the moment you feel yourself getting nauseous and you know you're about to vomit, I highly recommend, like, literally getting your face in front of an AC, because you will literally get drenched in sweat. Like, it's so frustrating. You'll be at the doctor's or something, or you'll just be out and about and you vomit and you're just so drenched in sweat, and I'm talking like you feel it in your clothes. Like, it's not just your face and your neck. Like, you get all sweaty. Your shirt will be kind of sweaty after. It sucks. So I recommend, if you are nauseous and you know what's happening, like, literally put your face in front of the AC. That's what I do. If I'm in the car, I blast that AC on max AC, as cold as it can go, as hard as it can blow, and I stick my face right in the vent just to try to cool down. You gotta do what you gotta do. Another thing I recommend, fortunately, if you're going through this journey, you will probably be dealing with nauseousness or nausea. I highly recommend buying these, or get them from the doctor if you can. They are kind of expensive, but you can get them on Amazon or online on like CVS or Walgreens or whatever. Either just like throw bags, right? You can keep them in your pocket. I always have a bunch in every car that I'm in a glove box, or I take a backpack, or there's at least some in my pocket. You get nauseous, just pull this out. You can, use it and tie it up and throw it away. It's not the end of the world, Obviously, it's not ideal to just be in public throwing up, but better than throwing up on the ground or all over yourself, right? Or in the car. This is just something that, you got to deal with. It's an everyday item I carry now, and I don't even think about it. It's just keys, wallet, bag, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up for now. Maybe something else will come up. I just wanted to give that quick tip since I thought about it while it came up. So, squally out.